Scorpio for the month of February 2024. As I connect, I feel like there's like a Taurus also watching. So, hey, my bulls, show your love and support to your girl Marie and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. And I pre-shuffled the cards, but seems like they want me to continue shuffling. Oh my goodness. So my Scorpions, on the 5th at 12:10 a.m. Mercury enters Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius is exalted here. Mercury in Pisces is a detriment. Okay. So this is in your 4th house. This is traveling coming up. Hold on, I need to take a swig of my water because I feel like cough coming on. So this is a move happening or thoughts of moving happening. For some of you, could be traveling at this time. A significant break-in may take place in your house, God forbid. Your parents may be manipulative or holding back secrets. You might relocate at this time. Be careful about the fine print when it comes to issues in real estate. This could also be restlessness and inability to stay put within the home and a desire to find another place due to dissatisfaction. You may discover old secrets that your parents tried to keep hidden. Your parents may be worried about you for some reason and try to contact you more often. Often a time of worrying about personal issues as well. Watch for a tendency to get too wound up and nervous. Learn to slow down and listen. Don't be too concerned with expressing yourself now. For some of you, you may not be getting along with other people, and you're likely to be stuck with obligations with home and family at this time, and it could be more of the focus. You may have important estate matters to deal with, or you may have to again relocate with a location because you have to be closer to the people that you are helping. So this could be family members. You could be moving in with family members at this time with this energy and taking care of them. You may have feelings that you don't belong with a group or family at this time. Others may not agree with your way of looking at things. You need to be careful about looking at things too seriously or being narrow-minded, which could lead you to forgetting to look at the bright side of things at this time. You can be experiencing depression, and you can blindside yourself because you can't see the obvious solution to something. So you're really like being down on the dumps and heavy on yourself. It is a heavy energy to deal with too, Pluto energy. Then on the 9th at 5:59 p.m., the new moon in Aquarius in your 4th house, so the focus on mother and mother side of the family or daughter at this time. And so you can be in hermit mode, or you can be keeping more to yourself. Love relationships can all kinds of love relationships can suffer because you two are not getting along, playing mind games with the phone. You two could be fighting and not speaking to each other, and it could be like the first person who picks up the phone, that means that they love them more. Your home feels more like sanctuary to you. Parents tend to be very supportive, and you may not want to leave home at this time. You can be more invested in other people's drama. It's an excellent time to invite others into the home for private parties, private get-togethers. You enjoy playing host. For some of you, you could be all about the holidays at this time, so you could be creating a lot of memories, or you could be making your home the place for the social event, like for Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras parties. So this is going to be a fun time for you guys, okay? Or you may wish to have more freedom in your current domestic situation, okay? Emphasis on relocating to another city or a sale of a home. You might feel estranged and cut off from the roots. Domestic instability can be expected. You can feel things intensely. You may not be able to take constructive criticism at this time, or you could be called out on something with this energy and get extremely defensive at this time. You may find it difficult to depend on your parents. Your father may not be part of your life at this time with this energy. There could also be thoughts of father at this time as well. On the 13th at 1:05 p.m., Mars enters Aquarius. The focus on the men in your life with Mars in the 4th house, and you may not be, your home may need in repairs. For some of you here, you could have bought yourself a condemned building and now you're flipping it. Alrighty. For some of you, your home could be condemned, or your apartment complex could be condemned because it's not meeting the safety standards and safety guidelines at this time. Homes might not be safe for some of you here, or it could be like dilapidated and needs a lot of work as well. You might have, this could also be the focus on the men in your life, male children or husband. You may be more fond of your personal privacy than usual. You may want to decorate the home. You're still sitting on your hands about things that you want to do at this time, so you may not be so quick to jump into anything new. You may not be able to take constructive criticism, but you're tolerating certain situations that are going on around you, and there could be trouble or quarrels over property at this time. For some of you, you may move back. Again, there's an emphasis on moving back in with your parents, taking care of your parents. You may be trying to move out of your parents' house for those of you who are younger, and because it's like you realize that they could be, or not even those of you who are younger. So some of you are moving in with your parents, some of you are moving out. Those of you who are already in living with your parents, it's going to be a situation where they're too much for you. And this could be father that's being too much for you because Mars is not well aspected. And then when Venus comes in, Venus is not well aspected, and they're both conjunct with Pluto. So father could be really, really a control freak, or just a little bit grumpier at this time, and, you know, and just like being like, rah, 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 you know, and stuff like that. And like being a very dominating and too much for you. And it could be to the point where you could be looking for other living arrangements as well. And you could be looking to move out of the home. For some of you, you may actually know wherever they live, wherever your birthplace was, and you're dealing with father and living with father at this time, or taking care of father. You may decide, forget this shit, I'm moving back, because he gonna be, I don't know what, in, you know, if you're a male Scorpio, you may need to dial back your energy, because you know fun at this time with your kids. Your kids are kind of like, God damn, man, you know, because you're a bit too much. So you need to just dial it back just a little bit with your little like dominating dictatorial Napoleon complex energy. I don't know, but you rough, okay? So dial it back, all right? So because your children are trying to tolerate you, but it's like, ooh, you know, like you a dictator. It's a dictator in your house. It's like, I'm king, all right? So, and the children are not liking that. So if you got like 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to move out of the house and try to go live with like friends or family at this time, because you just being too much for them, okay? So just be aware of that. For others of you who are taking care of an elderly parent and living with them, you could be really butting heads with this man, okay, and really like fighting with him. Like he gonna fight you. He gonna like, I'm gonna kill you, you know. So you gonna be like, okay, I can't no more, I gotta leave. So you know, you gonna leave. All right, on the 16th at 11:05 a.m. Venus enters Aquarius, again not well aspected. This is in the 4th house. You're more quiet and to yourself this month. You can be more focused on family. You can be demanding, dictatorial, jealous. Be more careful about who you make a guest in your home, because you could be over like taking care of this person, or you could be dealing with like a codependent relationship at this time, and this person could be relying on you financially a little bit too much, and it could piss you off. You seek ideal home environment. You may not want to deal with your parents now, but you feel like you must in order to keep the peace. But I don't know how long that's going to last, because you're going to be like, bye. All right. You may have some obligations to attend to regarding the women in your life. The value of your house may be reappraised downwards. It feels like your home does not support you, or that the domestic circumstances do not permit relaxation. You can feel oppressed in your relationships with family, live-in relationships, or this could be you feeling oppressed and wanting to move out of your parents' home. And this could be because of father. On the 18th at 11:13 p.m., the sun enters Pisces in your 5th house. So you could, and the sun is exalted here because the sun lives in the 5th house. So it takes on the overtones of Leo. So you can be more out and about. You can find excuses to go and move at this time. So you could be traveling to go stay at other people's houses, or to be more about other people's responsibilities. It is a time of contest, test of strength for expressing willpower and determination. Romance is possible, but this could be dealing with the quality of the relationship. You do go after what you want. Your children require greater supervision. Maybe you could be a helicopter dad at this time, so you may have to step back a little bit and give them space to explore and have their own experience. And you may need to learn how to trust your children at this time. You know, my mom did that to me. My mom was a helicopter mom, but she was more like Joan Crawford, Mommy Dearest style, and it was like, But you know what? It's like in my 20s, it's amazing to me because one time I was like 28 or something, and she sat there with me and she said, "Tell me the dirtiest things you ever did when you were a child." I said, "Absolutely nothing." I said, "Bitch, you had me on such a like a chokehold. I didn't do nothing." And even in my 20s, I didn't do much of nothing. I danced a lot, I partied a lot, I drank a lot, but other than that, I didn't do nothing like crazy like you. And she was just like really shocked, you know? So if you raise your kid right, then trust your kid that they're going to do the right thing, you know? And they're not going to do anything like crazy and stuff like that, you know? So let go of the leash a little bit, you know? Give them some space. Because if you give them some space, then they're going to want to stick around, you know? If you don't give them some space, you tighten that leash up, you know, they're going to want to run away, and they're still, you know, and they're still going to be behaved, you know? They just want their space. So give them their space. They just want to be with their friends. They're not doing anything rough and tumbling, okay? But relax on the leash, okay? Let go of the leash a little bit, all right? Give them a little bit of freedom, and that's fine, and that's all they want probably. There's a lack of spontaneity and difficulty in love life is possible. You can be more about your social life. Tests may arise from too much self-projection and too much desire. I could picture Betty if I gave him Benny's such a shy boy. He'd be like, "I'm going home now." He just loves being home. So then the fifth house, there's hidden karma. You're strong, popular, highly competitive, and sometimes self-indulgent. You seek pleasure and want to be noticed and appreciated, which can make you seem very childish and egocentric. For those of you who are, you know, non-evolved Scorpios who are kind of exploring themselves, so those of you who are younger, and if you're not like spiritualists at this time, you may lack maturity, and it could show, you know? And you can be too blatant, or you could be overly over the top theatrical at this time, and very eccentric because Pluto's in Aquarius and it's not well aspected at this time with this energy, so you could be a little bit too much for the public. You often take risks due to blind self-confidence. This is a good time for those of you in media and social media. This is a great time for those of you in the arts, teachers, those of you who are in athletics, sports, and those of you who deal with like speculations. This is a good time for you. You're attractive to the opposite sex, and you may have many love affairs that are all consuming while they last. You find great joy in love and children, and you're capable of being loyal to only one at this time. All right, so that's good. Then on the 23rd at 2:29 a.m., Mercury enters Pisces. This is in the fifth house. This could be X's and O's and reconnecting with those people. You may have temporary responsibility of someone else's kids, or this could be like teachers, and you could be like spending more time with kids or doing after school programs at this time, or you could be like babysitting kids at this time. This could also be a breakup of a love relationship. You may be in the mood for games and social get-togethers. Pranks and practical jokes may tempt you more. Self-expression is more important to you now. For some of you, this could be an emotionally confusing time for you, and you could be all caught up in your feelings and overthinking a situation going on or not going on in your life. You may need to work on getting straight to the point with other people instead of pussyfooting things around at this time, and say what you want. Or this could be dealing with symbiotic relationships, and you could be going roundabout about things instead of telling them what the problem is. Tell them what's wrong. Speak up, or else forever hold your peace. Then on the 24th, the full moon in Virgo at 7:30 a.m., this is usually, you could be making friends here. This is in your 11th house of friendships, networks, and goals. You make many friends at work at this time, and you make use of your colleagues' ideas or talents. You can be very busy, hardworking. This is a great time for growth over the next 3 days. So this could be financial growth, or this could be like growth with social media or media, or this could be growth at work happening for you, or this could be getting a job at this time, or a raise or a promotion. A beautiful time for change. You have a bunch of kite energies happening on the 24th, so a beautiful time for positive changes happening for you with your 3rd house, your 11th house, and 9th house. So a beautiful time to receive some much needed good news at this time. So this could be again a raise or a promotion or getting a job. You can be getting out of your funk at this time because Pluto is now officially, well, it's not officially, but it's in your 4th house at this time, and you could be getting out of your funk and reconnecting with people from your past. A deepening of friendships with greater commitment can happen. Friends confide in sustain you emotionally. You may make new friends at this time. Others seem to share your interests. The focus could be more towards family and taking care of your responsibilities towards the home, or you can be celebrating the holidays with family. You could also be avoiding certain people in your life or certain confrontations or conversations you're not willing to have with other people. Someone can be trying to convince others to do something, and or trying to convince you to do something, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to play the bad guy either with this person and be like the bad guy in this person's narrative. You need to learn to say that naughty word, no. Okay, instead of just like stringing other people along, because it's going to be a situation where you're not saying yes and you're not saying no, but you're stringing this person along, making them think that you're going to make a decision when really you want to say no, and you're prolonging like the decision. I hate that. That's so annoying. Just yes or no. It is or it isn't, okay? Make up your damn mind, okay? So try to be more straightforward and honest. The first card I come up with is the Six of Swords. Traveling is coming up. Also with this energy, we have two secondary planets in your ninth house now, Hades and Coronis. So, and I talked about last week's horoscope when they were going direct. I think it's March 24th and 27th. So yay. Alrighty. But get the hell out of your damn head. It is not the place to be. Also, traveling is coming up for some of you with that fourth house energy this month. The Queen of Swords, watch your emotional self with this energy. Okay. So those of you who are daddies, watch your emotional self, because you could be very tyrannical in the home with this energy and making it very uncomfortable for your children at this time with this energy. It could be just like things that are not going right in your life at this time with this energy, and you're kind of taking it out on your children at this time, or you could feel like competitiveness between the mother and you and the children. So it's very difficult energy at this time. The Seven of Wands, you're very frustrated at this time. Certain things could be a process with this energy here, or you could be dealing with dominating people in your life at this time. The Devil card, you could feel like you're being emotionally manipulated at this time, and this is you trying to take control over your situation. So you could be dealing with a person in your life, a female in your life, that is also just as dominating and controlling and like sitting there calling the shots in your life, and you're feeling a little bit out of control. Like, I'm the one that pays the bills. I'm the one that does this and that. Do not control my situation, okay? I'm a grown-ass man. Do not control my situation. So it could be like that kind of situation going on, and you could be a little bit, and it could make somebody freaked out. And even for women, it could make you feel freaked out. So you could feel a little bit oppressed, or you could feel like you don't have you something to stand on, like you can't, like whatever you say, it doesn't happen, okay? So you could be feeling some kind of way about certain people in your life because they're controlling the situation, they're dominating the situation, and it's like, what the hell? And it's like, it could be like you making all the money, but yet this person is like, doing everything and like wanting to dominate your situation. So you're not feeling this person. The Five of Swords, I feel like you want to walk away. You could feel bullied at this time. You could feel picked on by other people with this energy here as well. So you could be going through it at this time with other people in your life. The Six of Cups, I feel for some of you here that you could be traveling back to a place where you used to live. You could be working with people that you used to work with this energy as well. For others of you, this could be I feel like for some of you, as I connect with the energy, having a new lease on life, okay? All right. The Three of Coins talks of growth, either financial growth or spiritual growth is coming to you this month with this energy as well. The Knight of Wands, new beginnings are coming up for you with this energy. Changes are happening for you at this time as well. For some of you here, I feel like this is a great time for communications. For some of you, this is a great time for teachers. You could be giving a lecture with this energy here, or you could be like being a speaking motivator at this time, or doing a podcast with somebody with this energy. The Page of Coins, I feel like there's another source of income coming in for you as well. For some of you here, this is you taking on a leadership position at work with this energy and kind of like calling the shots or creating programs for other people. Okay. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. This is money worries coming up with this energy here. Alrighty. And for some of you here, this could be dealing with your children at this time with this energy. For others of you, you are no longer invested in other people's drama. at this time. You are no longer focused on other people's negativity at this time, and you're kind of doing your own thing, okay? And everybody else around you, like, you're in your own lane, and it's a time for destiny for you, and then all around you is just drama and noise, but you're focusing on you and your good at this time. Libra had the same thing too. So this is a time where it's like, not your circus, not your monkey, not your problem, and it's none of your damn business. And why should I get involved in your business if you're not involved in my business? I don't understand. I suck a fizz. Okay, so it could be like a situation like that where it's like you're really protecting your energy at this time, and you're really protecting your good energy, and you're not trying to get involved in nobody's problems. Okay, it's like, we either gonna have a good time or I can go home. I'm not your therapist. Okay, it's like that. And if I am, pay me. I accept PayPal. Okay. The Seven of Cups. I see lots of talks of future coming up for you at this time with this energy here as well. For some of you, this could be an emotionally confusing time for you because you do have some major decisions to make in regards to relationships at this time. You may even have options when it comes to career and career growth coming to you with this energy. The Five of Wands, for some of you, could be turning a hobby into a money-making idea with this energy. If you're worrying about money, I do see fortune bubbling over this month for you. I don't feel like you need to worry about money. I feel like that's more in your head than in your reality with this energy. So let go of that lack consciousness at this time with this energy, okay? The Sun card, I feel like you stand out more. You're being seen more. This is a popular energy time for you as well with this energy. For some of you, could be very indulgent at this time in delving into addictions. So be careful with the drugs at this time with this energy. The Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is changing for the better with this energy. This could also be your opinion about somebody is changing as well. The Ace of Wands, the focus on family. For some of you, you have like a lot of influence over other people. This is a creative time for you as well. The Strength card, this is your hard work and perseverance paying off at this time with this energy here. I feel for some of you could be fighting certain social injustices that are going on with this energy, or you could be getting on your soapbox. You could be more about activism with this energy here, or you could find that there are certain things at work that you don't like that you could be complaining about at this time that need to change. The Ace of Swords, in the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom at this time. So for some of you here, you are going to be getting into fights with other people. So this is a good time to be about bigger picture with this energy. So, you know, for my dads again, be careful. Don't be chasing away your children because you in a mood at this time, or you in some kind of funk. Alrighty, be about bigger picture. All right, when it comes to your kids, I feel like you have a lot of influence over other people at this time, and there's recognition and success coming your way. For some of you here, this is a time where you feel more connected with your purpose-driven journey. So this is going to be a time where certain doors could be unlocked for you with this energy here. You could find yourself manifesting like a lot of things that you want to happen in your life. So this is a very auspicious time for you in regards to career growth. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe at this time with this energy here. For some of you, this is a great time to mingle if you're single. Now, for some of you here, I feel like the focus is more towards younger people in your life at this time. So this could be the focus more on your children with this energy here as well. Or for others of you, the focus on younger people in your life with this energy. Or you can be attracting younger people in your life at this time. So some of you might be Aries or have like a lot of Aries in your chart at this time, and you can find like a lot of like the children are very influenced by you or watching you very closely at this time, so be careful with this. The Eight of Wands talks of traveling at this time. For some of you, the focus on your car with this energy. This could be the purchase of a new car with this energy as well, or there could be a lot of traveling coming up for you and good news happening for you. And let me see. There's a time of creating your own reality. You're throwing yourself into your work at this time, and you're striking the iron while it's hot. So this is a very ambitious time for you in regards to career growth. The Ten of Coins, like I said, you're happy on an emotional level and a financial level. You could be purchasing yourself a new car this month. This could also be getting your IRS check as well. The Four of Coins, I feel for some of you here, this is saving your money for a rainy day. You can be more about your financial stability and securing the bag at this time with this energy energy here as well. I feel for some of you here, you are not in the sharing and caring mood at this time. So you could be very tight-fisted with your money. You could be very resourceful with your money and finding ways to save your money during this time period. So you are not interested in giving with this energy financially towards others. You're more interested about saving with this energy, okay? The moon card brings about clarity. Also, you can feel more grounded with a situation. So certain situations now can come to an end. Hi, fake DMG999. Hi, from India. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, yay. I love it when everybody from India starts coming in. That's so nice. I used to be so popular in India, and then they got that thing where they block you in India and also in certain countries. So I'm glad to see that. So hi. So this is clarity coming for you during this time period as well. Be careful with manipulative people. You could also be very gullible during this time period as well. The Tower card. Your new normal is coming up. Not the best time for traveling here. So you could be like a sun in Gemini. So be careful with traveling at this time because Gemini's had like a lot of problems with traveling this month. So next month. So make sure to be on the right side of the law. Or if you're traveling with a Gemini, kind of like move away from the Gemini because they might be going to jail. So like, you know, guilt by association. So it's not worth it. Okay. For some of you here, there could be some positive messages coming from abroad at this time with this energy that leads to traveling here. So for some of you, you could be traveling to a different state or country this month as well with this energy here as well because you're hearing some good news. For others of you, this could be a message of love coming in with this energy. The Fool card, this is a blase kind of energy as well. New beginnings are coming up. Be careful. You're guilty by association. So my Scorpions, be careful with those Geminis if traveling because them Geminis are just fighting with everybody for some reason, or they just try, you know how Gemmies are, they're curious, they're curious about everything, and they just like to have adventures, but you go on a real adventure with them if you're traveling with them, and it's not freaking worth it, okay? And make sure you bring bail money, or you go out to start a GoFundMe card, okay, or something. It's gonna be like that. So if you're traveling at this time with Geminis, just kind of be like, I'm gonna be over there, you know. So just be aware of that because I saw that for Geminis and I was just like, ooh, not a good time. All right. So I feel like, you know, you're guilty by association. You could be over certain people in your life as well. And you could be reevaluating your relationships with other people. And this could be with like your family. And especially with father for some of you here. But, you know, I mean, everything happens for a reason, you know, and, you know, try to put yourself in other people's shoes because other people could be going through it at this time, you know, and I know you don't got no time to be like, oh, yes, let me like sit here and like commiserate with you. You're like, you know, and so, but it could be a situation like that where other people are going through it, you know, and kind of taking it out on everybody else, you know, and stuff like that. So try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Try to be more empathetic. You know, they could be just worried about you, or they could be feeling a little bit like you're controlling their situation or you want something from them. For some of you, you could be getting a divorce at this time. For others of you, I feel like this could be dealing with inheritance with the fourth house with this energy. The Two of Cups, I feel with this energy here that, you know, again, be careful with the people that you're affiliating yourself with during this time period. Okay, let me see. All right. I feel for some of you here that you could be finding new love at this time with this energy as well, or even emphasis on reconnecting with people from your past during this time period. And the Seven of Coins. You can be reevaluating your relationships at this time with this energy here because, again, you may feel like you have outgrown certain people with this energy. I love you, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl Marie and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to be on Sagittarius next. So if you're a Sagittarius rising or a sun in Sagittarius, be sure to check that out. And also be sure to check out your rising and your sun sign. And then those of you who are my 90s babies and got stellums in Capricorn, be sure to check out Capricorn as well. Kisses. Mwah.